What's up guys, my name is JDCook5 and welcome back to another episode of Levante Career Mode. Going straight into things, we can see that we have terminated Wesley's loan. Don't believe that I'm going to be using him anytime soon, and with him being on loan he'll just eventually get recalled from not playing enough games. Abora there mentioning that he does want to be in the starting lineup. That is not an issue. I find that most of the time he will be with his experience. Really nice player to play with, even though he has low amounts of pace, he seems to do the job quite nicely. So the first game of the episode is against Real Sporting. We're siding Dani Queiroz, Son, Jakob Barech, Sergio Postigo, Jesus Gallardo, Pedro Vargas, Ibora, Scott, Afif, Grant and De Frutos. Solid lineup this time round, no real changes in the side, but a decent side overall. Go into this game, it's the same objective as all the time, win, win, win. That's what we did indeed, and we started really well. Nice ball over the top from De Frutos, and Grant needed to hit it first time on the volley, and it hits it straight in the bottom corner. A really well worked goal from De Frutos, and it was able to be brought down by Grant, and a nice finish at that. Something that's going to be a nice link up throughout the season. I can see these two pairing really well. Decent combination of pace and really attacking minded also. We didn't let it lie there and we just kept on going. Nice little shot from Scott there, but nothing really happened apart from that shot in the first half. Going in straight into the second half, I started very fast this time onwards. Sporting were really defensive and it was a bit hard to break them down at times, but I managed to find an inroad with Grant there. Nice little back heel and a really nice finesse from Vargas. It's nice to be able to get on a score sheet with him. Not really expected either with the role that he does play, but he seems to be a really good player for us at the moment. If I keep on playing and playing him, his overall will go up, definitely with the potential that he has got in game. Nice little back heel, as I say there, and you can't get any better when it comes to finesses. After the goal, I wanted to freshen things up in the side. Always nice just to be able to avoid injuries and to be able to get a bit of rotation in there also. Going with Baldini up front, I think Grant had a really good game and he contributed nicely. Just nice to be able to integrate him also and see what he is like in game. Unfortunately, we were caught sleeping and they run straight through the defence just to kind of get one back. Not the ideal situation. He did have enough time to be able to get another equaliser also, so I needed to be straight back on that once they had scored. 73rd minute came along and we get the interception from a goal kick there. Nice bit of skill from Baldini and he was able to integrate into that little bit of space and he hits it straight in the bottom corner and we find ourselves 3-1 up. Definitely more comfortable now with the 15 minutes left in the game, and that was kind of the icing on the cake for that one. Really good performance, didn't feel like we lacked many things in a lot of areas. Good attacking, finishing and also good defensively. Lacked on that last bit where we did concede, but it's not the end of the world. Going into the quick simming sides of things now, we do win 2-1. I'm not pronouncing that team, it's just not happening. It's not happening. Going into the third game though, we do come up against SD Huesca, a really kind of strong side to be able to come up against and someone that is going to be a good side in this particular league. I do field a strong lineup for this one. I wanted to be able to kind of field the best team possible. Queiroz in goal, Son on the right, Yamik and Brebic at centre backs, Gallardo on the left, Ibora and Piplu in the centre defensive midfield role, Montiel in the attack in the midfield, and Nusa, Baldini and Musonda being the front three. Little bit of an alteration with the striker sides of things, just wanted to freshen it up a little bit. Feel like I do have a strong selection of strikers at the moment. It was a good start to the game. We do kind of go onto a bit of pressure, but we do kind of give it to them back. I think it was a little bit of game of chess sometimes, being able to find each other out. Unfortunately, near to the end of the first half, we do get caught lacking. A nice flurry of passes from Huesca, and they do find a bit of space passing it from the side to the middle. A really nice shot, to be honest, and not a lot I could have done about that. Could have been better from defensive sides of things, but it's one of those that we conceded. A little bit later on in the second half, in the 60th minute, we do get a nice chance of Ibora. Does fall to him again after a rebounded shot, and he was lucky to ping off the post and in. Very lucky goal in all honesty, but it was a well worked one at that. Really needed that sort of luck to be able to get back into the game and hopefully get the win. Vital goals like this definitely make the game what it is. After scoring that goal, I wanted to make some substitutions to be able to grab that late winner. Canzonieri comes on for Baldini, Afif comes on the left wing, and Campagnaro comes on also. We do make a change in the quick sub side of things for Scott for Ibora. We do get a corner in the 74th minute, not long after we scored the equaliser, and Yao Almik rises straight up to get on that. A nice header from him. Really good goal, kind of picked him out, really bad marking from Huesca, and he was just able to leap over the centre back and straight in. A nice goal and something that really decided this game. Feel like he's becoming a real proven leader, and I'm very glad that I signed him at the start of the career mode. After that goal, we did have a lot of pressure. Did come close in the 90th minute where I couldn't really get it out, and it was a scramble for the ball. Gallardo managed to clear, and Afif gets on it to get out of the area. We do win that game in the end, grabbing the 3 points and a very vital 2-1 win. Kind of competing with the big boys in this sort of league, and we're starting to get there as a team. Nice bit of momentum, and it was nice to get this sort of win against this sort of team. After winning that game, we do go into the next against Mirandes. I do sim this one. Again, we're going to kind of alternate it from playing to simming just so we can get through the episodes and get to the higher leagues and competitions. Unfortunately, this one didn't go our way and we was only able to get the draw. Not too fast, it was just annoying that we wasn't able to get a bit more momentum from that big win beforehand. The next game we do come up against Real Zaragoza, a good team in this league, and again another team that has previously been in La Liga. They're definitely no mugs whatsoever. In terms of the lineup, just a couple of changes. Nusa comes in for Afif on the left. Same sort of lineup to be honest, and we will keep it very similar just to make it easier when playing. In the 3rd minute though, they do make a huge mistake going into Al Yamik, and unfortunately he was picking up the red card. Previously to this game they were going on about how prolific he was in front of goal, but he does then get sent off in the 3rd minute of the game. Really odd one to be honest. Didn't really think it was as much of a red card, Did think it would have been a yellow, but it is what it is for him. In the 17th minute we was able to capitalise on the 10 men. A nice bit of flurry of play, and Grant was able to get a nice volley out of that one and make it 1-0. Really quick to it, and he was able just to stick a foot out, but it was a nice bit of play leading up to it with Nusa heading it on to Grant. This game wasn't over. Even though they were down to 10 men, they were still giving it their all, and in the 30th minute they do get a nice bit of passing together. Gaye kind of gets onto it, and unfortunately he does make it 1-1. Very surprising, even though they were down to 10 men, but they did show a lot of fight in this game. In the 33rd minute, Grant was able to find Montiel, and he was able to do some sort of kind of scissor kick. Really good goal, and a nice acrobatic one at that. Me able to kind of get onto the ball and completely wallop it into the net. Someone that is becoming such a kind of centre of this team. It was a bit back and forth this game, and as I said, it was far from over, and in the 40th minute they come right back at me. Similar kind of goal to be honest, getting in on that right hand side and cutting into the middle and being able to pick out a player. Straight away though, when we did go into the second half, I wanted to freshen up the side. Bakari came on the right for De Frutos. Just wanted to change it up to be able to kind of not let the 3 points slide. In the 53rd minute, Montiel gets his second of the game. Nice pass finding him out, and he was able to shrug off his defender and slot it into the net. We do make a few more substitutions, again just freshening the side up. Grant comes off and Scott comes on also, but then that was Baldini going up front. Nusa was able to find the net in the 75th minute, and it was a really well taken goal. Bit of a strange angle for him to be able to shoot, but he was able to cut it across goal and find the back of the net. We wasn't finished there either, and Baldini was kind enough to be able to square it over to Vargas, and he just taps it straight into the back of the net, and that is completely dusting up the game with a 5-2 win. Really solid performance, and a much better second half performance also. Was a little bit worried that we would bottle it with being 10 men down on their side, and they're the weaker side also, so it's definitely nice to pick up the 3 points. Getting there much as a team, and I feel like we are getting much more wins under our belt. The consistency is definitely there. Going into the table, you can see we are now top of the league. We are on the same games as Elbar. We have played 20, we have won 13, drawn 5 and lost 2. Sitting on 44 points, and we are 5 points clear of top, and we're even further from 3rd and 4th. Some really good string of performances has allowed us to creep up the table, and as soon as you know it, we have reached the top. I think it's really deserved, and we've really competed against different teams, and we had that consistency there. Obviously a long way to go in this season, but this is a good stepping stone, and hopefully we can build on this to create some sort of margin from the other sides. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe for more content just like this one, and don't forget to hit the notification button when I do release another video. Cheers.